Hi, I'm Dr. Frank Sovinsky, and welcome to another vlog episode. At DC Mentors, our commitment is to revive a generation of chiropractors. I want to talk to you about business as a game. I want you to realize that when we say business is a game, we don't mean that it's a game dealing with patients. We don't mean that it's a game when it comes to the interactions and the leadership qualities that you have with your patients and your community. I'm talking about the game board called Chiropractic, the business of chiropractic. And as a chiropractic entrepreneur, don't you want to make the game worth playing? Here's the idea. You have to first start out on this game board, and on the game board there's all kind of areas, just like the game of life that I used to play years ago. Well, actually I still play the game of life. I bet you do too. The game of life is like chutes and ladders. It is a game board, and it's got moves that you make. It's got a reward. It has a starting point. It has cards on it that you can draw from, whether that's coaching advice, money, get out of jail free cards, move on ahead at a faster pace. And it's also got areas on that game board that are danger zones. It's got areas that where you have a premature celebration, you might completely change the whole format of the game or stall your process. So sit back and think about it as a game. And a game worth playing would mean that there's rewards along the way as well as a payoff at the end. Because remember, we're dopamine dominant beings. We walked out of Africa. We moved and populated the world because dopamine, that neurotransmitter, says, I am in pursuit of a goal. What is that reward? In DC Mentors hierarchy and lexicon, we call it chiropractic affluence. Chiropractic affluence isn't simply measured in your bank account, although that's an important measurement. What kind of security do you achieve in your life and acquire so that you can have a lifestyle and a life after your time in your clinic? By the way, it's also about having relationships, crossing the finish line not alone. It's also about still having a burning passion to do something in the world. It might not be adjusting, it may be something else in healthcare, it may be another project that you want to put your passion and purpose into because you know the world needs this thing done. Here's the thing in chiropractic, what we know about the career, the average chiropractor is in their careers for 41 years. And I would love to think that every chiropractor that's been in practice for 40 years is still passionate and burning and do it just because they love it. But then, I wake up and I realize that's not true because I see the chiropractors across the world. And some of them that are in that 40 and 41 year are really happy. They've already achieved many things. They're still passionate. And some have a job because they need a job still. Some need a job still. And they're playing a game that's not worth playing anymore. They're just putting in their time chronologically. But you know what? You can go from the starting point to the chiropractic affluence point where there's no debt, there is bonds built up, there is equity built up in your business in 7 to 10 years. 7 to 10 years. From the moment you start doing the right things, working on the right things in the right sequence, when you get the what of your business that you do, that you focus on, when you get the how you do that business all neat and systematized, and then you keep your why and your passion on, you can reach that chiropractic affluence a lot faster than you realize. There's no shortcuts, but there's an accelerated path. If you want to know what that path is, give us a call.